Manchester United striker Mason Greenwood has informed his entourage that he will no longer play for the team. Mason believes that his career at Manchester United is over. He is at home in a depressed state, he is very upset, he wants to return to football, but understands that his situation is very difficult and the blame for everything that is happening lies with him. Greenwood is determined to play football again, but does not think he will ever wear a Manchester United shirt again, The Sun quoted a source as saying. Recall that Greenwood was arrested in January 2022 on charges of sexual assault, but in February 2023, the prosecutor's office dropped all charges against him. The club has announced its own investigation before a decision is made on the forward's future. The Swedish striker of the Italian Milan, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, can move to Monza. This is reported by insider Nicolo Schira. According to the source, Ibrahimovic himself would like to extend his contract with Milan for another season. But the Rossoneri management has not yet made a final decision on the future of the Swede in the team. If Milan decides not to renew the contract with Ibrahimovic, then Monza will try to sign the striker, 41-year-old Ibrahimovic, due to a long recovery from a serious injury. Played only 4 matches for Milan this season, scoring 1 goal, the Swedish striker returned to the Milan club in the winter of 2020, and last season helped the Rossoneri win the Italian championship. Defender of the Italian Napoli, Min Jae, will undergo mandatory military service in his native South Korea next summer. This is reported by Tutto Napoli. The footballer must complete a mandatory 3-week service between June and July of this year. Min Jae, as well as other players of the South Korean national team, were exempted from full military service after winning the Asian Championship in 2018. I will join the army in June this year to complete my military service, Jae said. French PSG striker Kylian Mbappe wants to persuade German Eintracht striker Randall Colorado Muani to move to the Paris club. This is reported by the authoritative insider Christian Falk on his Twitter, according to the source. Both players are already discussing the possible transfer of Kolo Muani to PSG. Kolo Muani, 24, has played 40 matches for Eintracht this season in all competitions, scoring 20 goals and 14 assists. Brighton have agreed the transfer of 21-year-old Brazilian Watford striker João Pedro for €34 million, Sky Sports reports. According to the source, the deal for Pedro's transfer to Brighton has already been agreed and will be completed with the opening of the summer transfer window. The Seagulls will pay £30 million, €34 million, for the 21-year-old Brazilian. This will be a record transfer in the club's history. João Pedro, who plays both in the center of attack and on the left flank of the attack, became a Watford player in the winter of 2020, in the 2022/2023 season. The Brazilian scored 11 goals and gave 4 assists in 35 championship matches. Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham wants to move to Real Madrid. As reported by AS, the footballer has made a decision about the future. He wants to play for Real Madrid starting next season. Jude considers Real Madrid the best option to continue his career from a sporting point of view. In the near future, he will give his consent in principle to move to the Madrid club. Having received the consent from the player, the leaders of Real Madrid will begin negotiations with Borussia. This is how the Cream wanted to act. The club was not going to start an auction with Manchester City or Liverpool, but intended to first secure the consent of the football player, and only then begin negotiations with the German team. Despite the fact that Bellingham's transfer is Real Madrid's priority for the summer, the Madrid club does not intend to pay more than €120 million for the 19-year-old player. Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, who claims to buy Manchester United, as previously expected, will make a new offer to the leadership of the Mancunians. Al Thani is ready to pay the Glazer family just over £5 billion. While he promises to repay the club's debts and direct significant investments in infrastructure, this is reported by the Times journalist Matt Lawton. Recall that Manchester United also wants to buy Sir Jim Ratcliffe, but he intends to acquire a little more than 50% of the shares. Leaving Joel and Avram Glazer 20% each, Ratcliffe will probably have to take out a loan to make such a deal. The Welsh club Wrexham having spent the last 15 years in the 5th-ranked division of England, won the right to promotion in the class and entered the second league. The owners of the club, world-famous actors Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, on this occasion decided to invite Gareth Bale, who recently finished his career as a player, to the team. Wrexham: no, I don't think so. We can joke about it, of course, but I'm very happy where I am. I spend a lot of time with my kids, my wife, trying to make up for the time I've wasted all these years playing football. Now I'm just enjoying my family life and playing golf. I really enjoy life. My career started at a young age, and I felt it was time to stop. Welsh football is rising to a new level, and I am sure that this club will continue to fight and achieve success, Bale is quoted by the Daily Mail.